So it's time for my weekly update. If you don't know, I'm author Christina Rich, and I've been doing YouTube weekly updates on my writing, but I wanted to introduce you to one of our neighbors. I saw that she was outside, and I think you'll enjoy seeing her. All right, so we're going to water. It's hot out here. And yeah, let me show you some of my plants. There's a lot. I know people have more, but here they are. Viscous. They're some of my favorites. Wave petunias, coleuses, my big ferns. Lots of plants. Some of them are doing much better than others. They don't like the heat so much. I mean, they like the sun, but they don't like the heat. So this one, I watered it really well last night, filled it full, and look at it. It's droopy, so I'll have to water it again. And that's just the backyard. Anyway, I like my garden, love my flowers. So I'm on here for a writing update, right? Well, did I make my 4,000 word count? My 4,000 word count I did not make. I did write over 2,000 words. I'm okay with it, because I figured out that if I write 1,200 words a day for the next 14 days, that I will have the novella finished. And it's not even due until November. I just wanted to get it done, get it out of the way, let it sit for a little bit, and then go back and read it again, make sure that everything's okay, that there's no inconsistencies. Or if you saw one of my posts over the last couple of days, you would have known that I accidentally used one of my heroines' names from a story that's coming out in July in this story. So I just need to make sure that I've got all my I's dotted and my T's crossed. So other than that, not much going on. Busy at work, busy with family. Lots of social media marketing going on. Lots of fun stuff. Today I signed some books for my mom so that she could mail them off. And I'm going to sign some more books tonight, mail some off. But I got to thinking, yeah. So as I was signing one of the books, I was signing it for my aunt, and I had a flashback of a memory from when I was in high school, like years ago. And I was walking, she was visiting, she lives in Mississippi, and she was visiting at the time, and I was walking down out of my bedroom, and she was walking towards me, and I had been working on writing a song. So the only word that I can remember that's in that song was the word rainbow. I don't know what it was about. I don't know what I was doing. I do know that it was making me cry. It made me tear up. And I had ran into her into the hallway, and we were talking about words and how sometimes words just bring emotion and make you cry. And she was very positive and very encouraging. And I just remember that moment. It was a moment of I just felt encouraged, even though at that time I did not know that I wanted to be a writer. and I had dabbled in some short stories for school assignments. But I didn't know that I wanted to be a writer at that time. But I liked the idea of writing, and I liked writing songs. Not poetry, songs. What's the difference? I don't know. But I don't have a poetic bone in my body, I don't think. So when it comes to writing songs, I don't know why I think I can do it, but I do remember that moment. And then I was sitting here just right before I came out to water. They said it's like 110 degrees, or feels like 110 degrees out, so no wonder the flowers are looking like they haven't been watered. But anyway, I was making a post and came across a very talented songwriter, and I thought, if I had the chance to expand my writing outside of fiction. I've written fiction, historical fiction set in ancient Judah. I've written biblical fiction set in the ancient Mediterranean. I've written, and they're published, so under Christina Rich, you can go find them. They're some of my first Harlequin books. I've written historical set in Kansas, published with Harlequin. I've dabbled in some contemporaries. Those I have indie published. And I've won an award, an Editor's Choice Award for a creative nonfiction. And so I think if there was anything that I would want to do, I think it would be really cool to sit in on a songwriting session with a group of musicians, right? Several of my daughters, they're all gifted musically, but one of them writes a lot of music, and but I was just thinking how cool that would be. Just to sit and listen and maybe have some input on a word or two. So tell me, what's something that you would like to do that you haven't done that would help grow you, expand you. Songwriting is just another way of storytelling, right? Jukebox Hero, I'm telling my age, but Whiskey in the Jar, those were all songs that tell a story. Most country songs, I can't even think of one that doesn't, but they all tell stories, right? It's just another form of storytelling, and I just think it would be really, really cool. I would like to sit in a room with Miranda Lambert, Lainey Wilson, and Ella Langley and write a song. That's a bucket list. Although I probably wouldn't say a word because I'd be geeking out so hard just listening to the creativeness that's in the room as they come up with their own mashups. I really enjoy when I see other people, their creativity into action. When I see crafting or making quilts or knitting, crocheting, gardening, that whole artistic nature of it and the artistic nature of putting words together that make a story in a small word count it just blows my mind, and I think that's something that I would really like to do. But like I said, I'd probably be geeking really hard because I would just be enjoying their creativity so much that I probably wouldn't even know where my brain is to add anything into the music. So anyway, thank you for letting me ramble this week. Oh boy, 1,200 words a day by next Monday. How many words is that? So My husband, he's the human calculator. Let's see. 7,000, 200, 400, 600, 800, 8,000, 8,400 words by next Monday. Can I do it? Well, I know I can because I've written 12,000 words in one day before, so I know it's possible. I just have to sit my butt in the chair and do it, and not keep getting sidetracked by everything else that's going on. So, thank you. Bye.